As before the video starts, just want to let you know this stream happened on my Twitch. It's gonna be down below, but it's twitch.com/TK_entertainment. Come through if you want to just see me do more Relink. If you enjoy the video, leave a like. But that being said, this video was really inspired by Leaflet's video. After watching this video, I was really upset about how things are going already, but then after seeing the Reddit post, it really made me want to just talk about it for a good little bit. And with that being the case, just want to give some love to Leaflet, because I don't think I said exactly her name or the video, so I'll have the video down in the link below to let you go there and see it. But with all that being said, enjoy the video. Bye. Here it is. Okay, finally found it. Okay, so real simple. Dude says, recently I shared my Percival build on a small Discord community to ask for advice. In my opinion, it's still a mid build, but I managed to get my hands on War Element. For anyone who doesn't know, War Element, all it does is make it where you always have weakness damage, which is really nice. Supplementary damage 5. Supplementary damage 5, all that does is make it where whenever you get a hit, you have a chance of doing 20% of your damage onto the person. These can only be received in the appraisal, coming from the big dude. I don't remember what his name is, but yeah, it's big dude. I have those things early. I think it was under 200 curios. If you're curious about the build, you can check in my recent post. So the build looks somewhat okay. A person asked if I'm playing on PC. I replied PC. Then they just straight up said, meh, you must have been cheated your way to this build. Why? Am I wrong for being lucky? What's wrong with playing on PC? People kind of roasted him a little bit in the comments. We're not ignoring this one person. People are like, oh, you got one man, pretty much, right? Which, I mean, in a sense, you kind of did, but like, it really is a thing right now of people just straight up getting mad at you for playing on PC. Why? It's because the PC audience is kind of cringe right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. If we go over here to Nexus mods, we just type in Granblue and we're looking for like games. So we have, let's just do the pop in the last 30 days because that's the game. We have PS5 buttons mod. That's a godsend right there. It is just a small minority. It's small minority, but the problem is the small minority isn't wrong. They're not wrong for being mad at PC players. But look, let's see. PS5 button icons, godsend, cool. Camera FOV lock on. It's in the realm of being a little weird, but the camera is just kind of whack. Let's be real. If you're playing EO and you lock on to somebody, your camera goes into the ground. Most times, if you're fighting like a dragon that flies into the sky where you're locked onto them, your camera goes into the ground. So it is what it is. Boom. Here's the number one problem. Third slot. Third most popular in the past 3 days. Damage limit up, up, up. Say bye-bye to the damage limit, right? Okay. We have, obviously it's tagged as unbalanced and cheating, right? But no one cares about that apparently, because this thing already has 1,500 downloads, right? And you can see it's just people just loving the fact that the mod exists. This does, like, okay, so it says, I haven't tested this online, but I hope it's not used this online to go online, only for standalone entertainment and research. Entertainment and research, really, let's be honest here. Come on, let's just be honest here. This basically does one thing. It takes it where damage cap is none and void anymore. Damage cap is the one thing basically creating this game. Like it's making this game playable, right? If you could damage cap at the end game, you could go and one shot absolutely everything. If you just go balls to the wall damage, you can just one shot everything. And if not one shot, obviously like one combo, right? So they put this damage cap on us so that we can't do that. The things just don't have the defense and the HP to fight back against it, which I'm happy for. I don't want to see giant numbers just for the sake of seeing giant numbers. I like the fact that they have a way of balancing the game through the damage cap. You can make more stuff on your build because of damage cap. And I get it. I know that the debate is that people don't want to have to use 4 slots at in-game, full on in-game, 4 slots of damage cap 5 to get their maximum damage. That's true. People are like, oh, you're locked into that. This right here is not the answer. It's just not. Putting a mod in that just lets you go beyond what anyone in the game could possibly do is not the answer. And this is the 3rd most downloaded thing. So if we go back, right? 3rd most downloaded. We have game saves that bypass the tutorials, which is fine, I guess. You know, it is what it is. Disable the bloom, the blur effects. That's fine. Fair if it's in multiplayer, then that is just cheating. Exactly. He says he hasn't tested it in what's the name? He says that he hasn't tested it in multiplayer. But the second this dropped, people tested in multiplayer. Like half your sigil slot is made, but half your sigil slot is not taken up by damage cap. 4 of them are. Once you get to end game, 4 of them are. Even attack plus buffs is capped at the end game. Yes, they are. It's in multiplayer and it works normally, and this mod is really just cheat mode. Yes, it works perfectly fine in multiplayer apparently. Like people just love it. And then you get people like this that say, can you do full assist in Maniac and Proud mode? Thank you. Why? Why do you want full assist in Maniac and Proud? Because you just want to AFK farm inside. This person got banned. That's funny. Inside of like the harder difficulties, just so you can AFK farm. If it was single player, which is like, that's my issue, right? Monster Hunter obviously has these problems. They do. There's plenty of mods in Monster Hunter where you can just say, oh, I just want to one-shot everything. I just want to hit it once and it dies. Horrible mod. Don't get it wrong. That's horrible. But Monster Hunter has so many players, and you could play by yourself or just with your friends, where it doesn't become a problem. This game feels like it was made to be played in the matchmaking. Like if you don't have 4 friends, you're fine to just go to matchmaking and play and just like dick around, just doing whatever you want. It works seamlessly. So to have somebody in here that'll just be like, oh yeah, you're capped off at 100,000 damage, but I can do 392,000 with the same attack, same build, same exact build, but we don't do the same damage. That's just not fair. Can't wait for anti-cheat. Honestly, I have to agree. Like if this game could just remove mods at this point, I just wish it would remove mods, because there's also just trainers out there. Oh yeah, things like this. This makes it where Narmaya's butterfly buff, where she has a 50% chance of keeping her butterflies, it's just 100%, which means you never lose your butterflies. I'm sure it has some form of anti-cheat, but it doesn't like stop mods in a sense. And maybe it just doesn't. It has I know it has anti-cheat on PlayStation. Not sure about on PC or how strong it is on PC. I say like the Narmaya one, this is just stupid. Like, yeah, I wish that the Narmaya buff was 100% one time, and then like it was like every other time you do a skill, you would lose the butterflies. Then that's trackable, right? And you don't have to worry about, do I win the 50-50? It just happens. You know, I do one skill, I can do another skill, then I have to build up again. That would be nice, but this is just wrong. This is just cheating again. The amount of power you get from always having your buffs up is stupid. And like the point of it is, like, everyone wants to say that, oh, I don't know if this mod works in multiplayer. I don't know how this really goes about, but like, I don't want to actually like mess things up. But you are. If you put this out in the world, you're literally just messing things up. And then you have things just like, oh, can you buff other things? Like you don't understand how bad it is that you can just go into a file, change how it works, and then throw it out into multiplayer. In a game that's primarily multiplayer at this point, you're gonna make it where people just want to play by themselves as we've been doing in most JRPGs. That's not what we want. We love this game because we can go into multiplayer and just mess around. Like, yeah, the problem is like damage cap is a bit of an issue right now. It is. Let's not pretend. Like, yeah, you lose 4 slots, or there is a way to get it where it becomes 1 slot, and it requires a whole lot of RNG. I mean, so much RNG. But that's what you do the game. That's what you play the game for. You put hours in trying to get the best RNG. It's kind of how it works. We are at a bit of a problem when we have 1 page. Let's be honest. We have 1 page of mods, and the #1 mod been downloaded for the most part is button icons, but you know, that was doing nothing but making everybody happy. The #1 is damage limit up. It shouldn't be here. Let's just be honest, it shouldn't be here. We need to push the developers to change damage cap if everyone hates it this bad. Should damage cap be gone? No, it shouldn't. Should damage cap be tweaked? I personally feel like yeah, it should be tweaked a little bit. I would love if damage cap was built into the game, like built into the monsters, right? So we don't need damage cap on us, but as we level up, we get a higher damage cap, right? And you can even go as far as say, oh, once you get to like over levels, like once you reach 100, you get over levels where you can also get damage caps. It's a new system that only does damage cap. So only time that you actually get to pass up your damage cap is once you reach level 100, and then everything goes up from there. You're getting stronger, which is cool. That would be nice. That way it wouldn't be a part of our builds, because I will say I have been having a lot of fun just like putting on different things. Like, I hope they add a lot more sigils, but the sigils we do have are really fun. And then like you can start doing stuff like, oh, I'm putting on glass cannon for that damage cap because that's built in with another type of damage cap. I mean, another thing, which is attack. And then I can put on dizzy resistance so I don't get dizzy. I feel like that would be really cool. So now I have my damage cap, but also I took some slots. I took some damage hits and some skill charge up hits so that I can keep my damage. I mean, I can like keep my damage going higher. That sounds fun. But as it is right now, I'm not gonna do 4 things of damage cap, 4 things of supplementary damage. That's 8 right there. And then what? I really don't know what else you could do at that point. Like, you could do glass cannon. Do you do glass cannon into dizzy sigil? That's all your damage. You don't get anything else. No crit. You don't get no crit damage. You don't get no anything else. You get nothing else for it. You're just done. So I don't think that's the move. But it does need to be tweaked, or not, or we could just play the game the way they made it. But I would say that it does need to be tweaked. But mods are a bit of a problem right now, because modding in just what you want and then being able to go to multiplayer does not feel fun. I never feel like, oh, did I just lose in that like honor battle, or did they just cheat their way in? Like, I feel like I'm always looking at the numbers and being like, how fast is that HP bar going down? Is that a legitimate amount of speed for the HP bar? I don't know. I'm not even at the end game enough to be able to tell. So it is what it is. All for this one. The Reddit is kind of on fire in general with how much hate people are giving to people that are on PC that enjoy playing on PC. Mostly because people are cheating. I will say, let's just be honest here. This has 1,500 downloads, well, 1,600 downloads. Let's see. This has 800 downloads. So that's 2,400 downloads altogether. So I will say for Granblue Relink, right? We got 43,000 people online at this very moment. At this very moment, we have 43,000 people online. 24-hour peak, 108,000. Dude, 43,000 people, you're probably not going to run into the 2,400. Like, you have a 1 out of 10 chance. A 1 out of 20 chance of running into a person that has the cheat on. So, like, when it comes down to the damage cap one, it's not that bad. it's really not as bad as it is. That's why it's like the vocal minority is the problem on both sides. The vocal minority of the people cheating are ruining the game, and the vocal minority of the people that's hating on PC players is ruining the community. It is what it is. That's just how it works, unfortunately. But that's really the drama right now. YouTubers are cheating, and they're using they're modding in whatever sigils they want so they can make the most powerful build, so they can look like they get the biggest number on their thumbnail, so that they can get the most views. That's the way it works. You know, they're trying to get their money. Cheaters are just doing it just so they can get more damage in, because they feel like they shouldn't be bound to the damage cap of the game. And then 98% of us are just playing the game and being shit on as a PC unit because we just want to play the game. But that's gonna be about it for that one. I think that's about covers it. It's unfortunate. I love this game so much. I really do. If we can't get this under control, like, yeah, Monster Hunter has the problem as well. But Monster Hunter has so many players, as well as you can just play with your friends and not worry about the online portion. This game doesn't feel as fun when you just play it by yourself. That's what I'll say. I love playing Monster Hunter solo with one other person, with 3 other people. It's all the same to me. But this game, playing solo feels like a grind. Like just playing by myself with my well, if you're not playing with your AIs, then ooh, you're doing a challenge run at that point. That's the whole point. Like, there's people that literally do it as a challenge run to just play by themselves. But playing with your AIs, it's cool for a little bit, but it's so much more fun seeing like everybody how they do their gameplay. But with that being said, yep, I'm over this. I kind of just want to play the game now, but that's my 2 cents on it, because I'm so sick of seeing it. Like I said, I've been not talking about it, and I've been just kind of ignoring it, but after seeing this post, it's kind of spit. But yeah, I don't know, that's been my 2 cents on it. I think this is a YouTube video, so like, subscribe, do all those things down below. Leave a comment on how you feel about it. I'm not gonna downvote you if you have a different opinion. If you don't want damage cap in the game, that's fine. That is an opinion, right? Like Monster Hunter has that same thing where they don't have a damage cap. It does get to the point where you have it where speedrunners are gonna run the fastest thing. Everything, you can have your HP at 1 hit. You just can't get touched, but you can do crazy damage. Only difference between Monster Hunter and this game, it's not designed for that much damage. You can't one-shot a monster, like a in-game monster in Monster Hunter with all the damage in the world. Like, you could do the one-shot mod, obviously, but if you have if you're doing a real build, you cannot one-shot a monster, even at in-game, like even with the best in slot everything. That's why we still have like speedrunners doing like 53 seconds. It is a thing. But in this game, no, it doesn't work that way, because they have the damage cap. They never assume that you can build upon the damage cap. They can do the fight based on damage cap, which is good, because that means that they can tune the fight based on damage cap. I can say, hey, you cannot, if this monster has 1 million HP, you can only do 100,000 HP per hit. That means it'll take you 10 hits. Boom. That's it. You're done. It'll take you 10 hits. You cannot get those 10 hits out faster than the character will allow, which means the speed run tack becomes how fast can you get those 10 hits out, not how much damage can I put in there. That's all it is to it. Again, like I said, I won't be deleting any comments or anything. Hey, say your piece down. I just want to have a conversation. And with that, I'm gonna say peace out.